Okay, Super Dave here with another exciting review. We have a Power Ranger from the Lightning Collection, SPD Shadow Ranger. The SPD stands for Space Patrol Delta or Special Police Deca Ranger. And I picked up this guy because I loved his look and his articulation. Heard good things about his articulation. See his extra head and accessories there in the box. So let's take a look at this guy and see exactly what he's all about. Let's take a look at him together. Right, here's our Shadow Ranger, looking nice here. Before we go over articulation, let's look at some accessories. The first accessory that our Shadow Ranger comes with is this sword, this nice sword with kind of a glossy finish on the black handle, and has a dog head as I guess the butt of the knife, crossbow of the knife there. Then it's like the tongue comes out as up to part of the sword, and then extends the rest of the way with more of a satin finish there. And so that's really neat. Really neat sword accessory there. And of course too, one of the neat things about the sword is that he will go inside of our Shadow Ranger's included holster that's already attached there. You can see that there. Let's pull that out of there. Alright. Also, our Shadow Ranger comes with alternate hands. He comes including this hand that would be useful, of course, for holding the sword, and this over here that almost looks like a pointer finger, or like he could hold a weapon of some sort with a trigger finger. And so he comes with a fist hand that will have a hinge and would be able to swivel, of course, as well as he comes with this gesture hand with the two fingers and the thumb. Alright, Shadow Ranger also comes with this S.P.D, looks like a cell phone, a communication device, could be a pass card, but I'm going to call it a cell phone. Looks like a communication device, and he can hold that in his hand and even look like he's swiping at it. We'll look at that with him posed later. And he also comes with an alternate head. This is his unhelmeted head. That's right, he is a dog species with fish fins with dreadlocks. Really cool looking design, very unique and different looking type Power Ranger that's part of the SPD. And so we'll look at that with him in just a moment. Then he can kind of hold that other head as a helmeted head, or as a helmet when he has on this head. Another interesting thing, which we'll look at in a minute, is he comes with this collar that can be an extension to cover up the black part of his neck when he's got the helmet on. So that's kind of neat as well. He also comes with this sword effect that you can spiral around his weapon to give him a sword effect. So that's really cool. That just wraps around there, and we'll take a look at all those. So let's go check him out in the review. All right, here is our Shadow Ranger. He's looking at his he's definitely checking out his social media to see if there's anything he's missed as far as Power Ranger news or things that need to be done on patrol. He's taking a break here to join us a little bit. So, you know, he's chilling with us right now. You can see his cool, it's unpainted, but there's a cool patch that's attached to his shoulder here. Love the detail of this 100 and just the design of this uniform. It looks like he could be a race car driver. I love the belt, SPD on the belt here, the belt buckle. Of course, the helmet is just exquisite. I love the look of the aesthetics of this figure all the way around. Love the helmet. The colors match great. It's kind of a metallic blue throughout. Then this black matte color with some wrinkles in his clothing. Certainly got some texture to his pants as well. Really nice boots there, as you can see down here. The boots that have this like knee pad here. Definitely a lot of things going on there, just almost excessive amount of decoration around these feet here. Then a line recessed down in here, some good shadowing throughout. So just really overall cool looking figure. Got a collar going on up here around his around the side, really neat looking. So just a lot of neat things going on. But let's look at the articulation here very quickly. First of all, the head will go up about this much, and it looks like we have a hinge joint up in there. We'll look at that more in just a minute, but his head will go up about that much, and then his head will look down that much. So very good range of motion there. Of course, side to side all the way around. Not much of a pivot in the head. All right. Okay, now there also to notice this right here is literally a jacket. You can see it kind of wobbles there. So that's detached. I don't see any way of necessarily taking that off without really manipulating the arms to do so, which I don't see why you would. But this is not painted on or glued on. This is loose there, and that helps with the mobility. So you got some mechanical looking metallic paint coming out here on the shoulders. And one thing neat to notice is, yes, there's a butterfly joint. That is really cool. It goes from back to forward. And then of course you have a really good ball joint there as well. You get 360, you have a bicep swivel, you have double jointed elbows, which get pretty good range of motion there. You have a hinge at the wrist, and of course swivel. We put those two fingers, I attach that hand because that makes it where he can look at his cell phone and swipe through. Let's get it in the right perspective here, and he could swipe the screen and cancel some of those notifications that he doesn't want there on his device. There we go. So that's that. Of course, same thing on this side. Really nice range of motion, butterfly joint, ball hinge, bicep swivel, double jointed elbow, so you can get that up there and listen to that phone if he's talking on the phone there. And then of course too, he has a really nice ball joint at the diaphragm, which is really nice. I'm loving that. I wish all the Masters of the Universe had that. Instead of just an ab crunch, you can do the ab crunch, but you can also go side to side, and you can go back quite a ways, and you can use that little jacket to cover up some of those seams, so that's nice. You don't have a waist swivel, but you really don't need it because you have the ability to swivel at the diaphragm as much as you need, so that's pretty neat. But it does have oddly enough, a ab crunch at the waist. I mean, not at the, yeah, right above, right where you would have a waist swivel. You can crunch at the and you can see it under the belt here, maybe. Yep, right there. There's a seam, and you can actually crunch back quite a bit. That's amazing, and crunch forward quite a bit. So that's really amazing. So yeah, the articulation on this character is just really amazing, I think. Very good for this quality of toy by Hasbro. You do have a thigh swivel. You also have those ball jointed, so you can get just about an entire split, leg joints, but you also have, like I said, the thigh swivel. You have double jointed knees, so look at there, you get a really good range of motion there, as much as you're going to want. You do have an up and down. They're kind of tight, but you have an up and down motion on the shoes. You have a very good range of motion there, as well as rockers. You do have rockers. You have good range of rocker joint there on the feet. So just all around a very good articulated action figure. Let's take a look at the head swap here next. All right, so we've popped off the head here. Now we can confirm officially that there is a hinge. So Hasbro has gone the route of like similar to the Marvel Legends. There is a hinge joint, so that's nice. And so here, let's look at this. But one of the things that you can do before you put on the dog head is there's this neck band or collar that's to match his skin tone, so that when he's unhelmeted, when his head is unhelmeted, you actually have a seamless, it's not just, you know, dog head and then black neck like it was with the helmet. And so of course we can swap out this hand here and put on, we can either do, let's do the one with the open palm here, or not open palm, but the holding hand. And then he can look like, as some of the pictures we've seen, like he's holding his helmet. And you can see there he is. Very neat looking. That's just pretty cool. I mean, he is a neat action figure. I love this action figure. Check out those dreadlocks in the back. That is just, I mean, let's go ahead and put in his sword here. Give you an idea of what that looks like. There we go. Now we got him completely armored. And there he is with his sword in his holster, or his sheath, and there he is with his helmet under his arm there, and there's his unhelmeted head with the little neck collar attachment, his dreadlocks coming back there. Just love that. Look at the dreadlocks coming off the back of his head. That's just really cool. So just really nice looking action figure all the way around. Don't have anything negative that I can really find. My paint apps were really great on my figure all the way around that I could see. His joints are tight but functional. I love the fact that they added the butterfly joint, the hinge on the neck. That adds a lot, and then that ball diaphragm joint, and then the hinge to even give more range of motion. It's going to be able to put him in a lot of neat poses. So this is a cool Power Ranger, Shadow Ranger, SPD, and just really neat. Also wanted you to take notes a little closer up here, the aesthetics a little closer, just to take a look at those eyes. Those eyes are incredible. I think they did a good job with the paint apps on those. They look, they don't look off center or strange in their execution. I think they look really good. Overall realism of making this fish dog look good is just great. I think it really works. Very neat. All right, thank you for checking us out. Let's look at some poses.